yourself, where you train out of, anything you think we should know about you.
Okay. My name's Holobaugh. I train out of Grace United Team Juke House South, and I live in Franklinton, Louisiana. And I have a beautiful wife and kids back home that I'm ready to get back to.
How long are you going to actually be in quarantine without them? Because I know there's a little bit before, right?
Yeah.
Is the time going to be?
I think it comes out somewhere around 5.5 weeks, borderline 6 weeks.
Has that been the hardest part about this whole situation, is like not being around your family?
Yeah, well, definitely I think the hardest part is just not be able to communicate with them. I think I could be gone for the same amount of time, but as long as I'm able to check in on them and text and call, that would make it a lot easier. Just not knowing what's going on at home is really the toughest part. I do. I got 5 kids. Me and my wife got 5 kids all together. She had one when we got together. I had 3, and then we had one together. So my oldest is 14. My youngest is 3.
So there's a lot of stuff you're probably missing in 5 weeks of 5 kids.
Oh yeah, I couldn't imagine already. And that's what I'm saying. It's like I'm sure so much is going on. Everything good, of course, because if something wasn't, we would get a phone call letting us know. But, my wife, she's such a great wife, and I know she's holding everything down for me back home, as well as my kids. They're always helping out and doing stuff like that. So I'm sure everything's fine.
So how were you approached about this? Like, can you talk to me about when you first heard about it?
Yeah. So I didn't know right away what I was going to do. So my manager hit me up and he said, hey, I just sent you an email for the TUF application. Go fill it out. And I'm like, wow, I never thought I'd be getting a chance to go back to UFC. I thought my time in the UFC was done. I didn't know what was next for me. It was already like almost 2 years since I fought, and very hard to get fights. I've had a lot of stuff fall through. So at the time, I'm like, I really don't know if that's what I want to do. I've never thought about it. And then my wife was like, that's an opportunity you need to take. My son was like, Dad, yeah, why would you not go to the Ultimate Fighter? So I'm like, all right. And then, a lot of my teammates and coaches that I have helped running my gyms back home, they were like, look, if it's the gyms you worry about, don't worry about the gym. We got you. So I'm like, man, let's see where it goes. So, I filled out the application, done the interviews, and here we are.
And when you learned who the coaches were, was there like a level of excitement that you didn't have before, or was for anticipation or fear even? Because Connor's attached to something,
Yeah.
It's not always good. So what were the thoughts?
Well, I was 100% excited about that. I knew both coaches with what they've done in the sport, how big of superstars they are, and with them just getting that fight is going to be huge. So if I could just put my name somewhere on that fight would be huge for my career. And, I said, hell yeah, look, I'm definitely want to do the show now. The coaches got me fired up, and here we are.
So we've already heard some leaks coming out. We've heard a little bit about casting. There were some dramatic rumors that Connor came in and like quite tactfully cast away, put all of his guys in. Now we're realizing that's not so true.
Yeah.
Have you seen any drama or any like word I could say is like some premeditated kind of actions of McGregor kind of taking over? Have you seen anything?
There's been a few things like that, but nothing really significant. I think Connor does have some of his guys here, but for the most part, the guys on the show, it's the guys who the UFC wanted.
What about, we've heard, Dana said that there was some drama between Connor and Chandler, and I've heard somebody else that was a little shoving. What did you see between the two of them?
Yeah, there's been a little bit of that, but, you're going to have to watch the show and really find out exactly what happened. But, yeah, there's definitely been some tension. There's definitely been, a little pushing and shoving.
How do you see that time?
Oh, man, that's such a tough one to call. I really don't know. Both of those guys are so huge right now. I really think it can go either way.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.